Hey guys, welcome to Jack's Beautiful You. Today's video we're doing September's perfume tray. September 1st in my mind equals fall. It is not fall here where I live. It is still very much summertime and will stay summertime. I think it stays warm all the way until like mid-October here. I just moved here a couple of years ago, so I'm kind of getting used to the weather, but I used to live in a very cold environment, and September 1st meant it was autumn and the weather was already cooling down and it was time for pumpkin spice lattes, and so my brain is still there. But my weather, the climate I live in now, is not at all like that. So it's still very much summertime where I live, but my heart and my soul has moved on to fall. So I have to try to find some fragrances that will still perform well in the heat but are transitioning into that fall autumn vibe. I'm a very seasonal person, so I really get in the mood for fragrances based off of the season. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jackie. Thank you so much for clicking on my thumbnail today. I really appreciate you being here. To my returning subscribers, thank you guys so much for all your continued support. I truly appreciate you. Without further ado, let's get into this video. So as always, we're going to go over August perfume tray first. I'm going to do a quick recap of the perfumes and let you know how I was feeling about them. I will let you know that every single fragrance I had on my August tray was a success. I really enjoyed my tray for August. However, I've grown tired of my August tray by the end. You know, I can tell that these summer scents, they're just not hitting home for me anymore. It's time for me to put them away. So let's do a quick recap. The first one is a travel spray. This is by Aerin, and this is Mediterranean Honeysuckle, and this is a gorgeous honeysuckle, clean smelling, fresh fragrance. I'm not the biggest clean, freshy person, but I love this perfume, and I did get some good wears out of it, but the performance isn't amazing. So this is one I do want a full bottle of, but I'm not in the mood for this anymore. It definitely did what it needed to do in the hot days of August. It was super hot and humid here, and this was perfect for days when nothing else was going to work. And so I really do want this in my collection, but I will wait until next summer to purchase a full bottle because I won't reach for this again until hot weather. So, well, it's hot here now, but like I said, in my mind, I have shifted to fall. But I really do enjoy this one. You just have to overspray and you have to reapply, and that's probably not my favorite part, but again, it really hit the spot on hot days. So that is Aerin Mediterranean Honeysuckle. I also, of course, loved Dama Bianca. I won't talk about this one too much. I didn't actually reach for this one a whole lot in the month of August just because this is a well-loved and well-worn perfume for me. I think I'm ready to just kind of put this one away for a little while. I already went through a 30 ml of Dama Bianca. This is a top 10 for life fragrance for me. This is kumquat, lime, some florals, a little bit of woody, vanilla, like this powdery, delicate summertime vanilla that I absolutely love. I love the opening of this fragrance. That kumquat and lime in the opening is so refreshing, delicate, feminine. This is like a summery bridal scent in my opinion, and I love it. I do have to overspray, but if I overspray, I get decent performance. Not loud, but definitely long lasting with a kind of, not a skin scent, but there's a small scent bubble around you, and I just love this one, but I'm ready to be done with this one for a little while. So that is by Xerjoff Dama Bianca. The one I wore a ton in the month of August was by Narcotica. This is Narco Oasis. I reached for this one a lot. I love this perfume, you guys. This is so passion fruit, juicy, sweet, delicious brown sugar, vanilla deliciousness. Like, this is a tropical, it kind of smells like high C fruit, like fruit punch kind of, but in a perfume-ish way. Not straight up fruit punch, but it definitely gives me like fruit punch vibes. And the passion fruit is very dominant in here. You have to be a fan of that. Passion fruit is a very specific fruit. It's very strong, it's very punchy, it's very syrupy sweet. You have to be into that because I really get a ton of passion fruit. When I first tried this fragrance, when I first got it, it was a little too much, and I thought maybe the passion fruit was going to be too overpowering for me, but as this perfume has settled, It has really blended itself out, and those other fruits that are in here come to play. There's some orange, there's some pear, there's peach, there's passion fruit. It's so juicy, fruity, yummy, sweet. I just love it. And I definitely get the brown sugar. The vanilla is getting deeper as it sits. It's absolutely gorgeous, and I get really, really good performance out of it. As a matter of fact, the longer it sits, the better it performs. It was just moderate when I first got it, but now the last couple of times I've worn it, it was like, wow. I mean, it was giving me all the tropical, sweet, delicious feels. This is not a safe blind buy though. Let me be very clear about that. This is getting mixed reviews, so it's not a safe blind buy. I don't think it works for everyone, but I absolutely love it. So that is by Narcotica, Narco Oasis. All right, up next we have by Afnan, this is La Fleur Bouquet, and this is a fantastic affordable gem in my opinion. This is long lasting, it smells really good, it's sweet, it's got some fruitiness in the opening, it's got some musky. It smells similar to me like Kayali's Deja Vu White Flower 57, but Deja Vu smells more vanilla base and this smells more musky base, but they smell pretty similar to each other. So I'd say if you like Deja Vu White Flower, you would probably like this one. And like I said, I got this for around $30 and it is gorgeous. I love it. However, I didn't wear it a ton in August just because in my brain, this is a very springtime, floral, fruity fragrance that, yeah, it just reminds me of spring. And for some reason in the summer, I liked it. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I kind of felt like it was the wrong season. I'm really going to enjoy this when the cold weather is starting to leave and the spring is starting to spring, you know what I mean? When spring has sprung, I think this is the type of fragrance I'm really going to be in the mood for. So really enjoy this one, but I'm ready to put this away for a while. So that is by Afnan, La Fleur Bouquet. All right, we have by Simone Andreoli, Malibu Party in the Bay. This one I enjoyed so much during the summer. This is a fantastic summer fragrance if you like lime. If you don't like lime, you're not gonna like this. That's the star of the show in here. This is lime, this is coconut. It kind of smells like a drink, like a limey coconut drink that you would drink on the beach at a beach party. It's so good, you guys. I just love this one. It's got sugar cubes in it, so it's very sweet, but it's got that like tangy lime in it as well, and then that coconut just really pulls it all together. It's so fun. It has really good performance. It's such a fantastic summertime scent. But I am definitely starting to, well, I smell it and I'm like, ooh. But I don't think I'll be reaching for this one until next summer. So it's time to put Malibu Party in the Bay away. But I absolutely love this one. Another one that I feel like I really enjoyed in the summer, but this is more of a springtime scent I've discovered, is by Argos, and this is Femme. This is a beautiful fragrance. This has replaced Flower Bomb for me. I actually decluttered Flower Bomb because I'm not saying this smells exactly like Flower Bomb. They definitely have their differences, but this is to me a more elevated, refined, smoother type of scent profile that kind of reminds me of Flower Bomb. And now anytime I want this kind of scent profile, this is what I'm going to reach for. I'm not going to reach for Flower Bomb anymore, although I love Flower Bomb, don't get me wrong, but this one is just the next level in my opinion, and I just love it. I think it smells so good, so floral, so feminine, so sweet, and I love the bottle. You guys know that. I tell you guys every single time how much these Argos bottles are just everything. Beautiful. But really enjoyed this one. This is by Argos, Femme. All right, this next perfume is a lifer perfume for me, but I am definitely ready to put it away, although I did get several compliments this month on this fragrance. This is by Chanel, and this is Chance Eau Tendre, and this is absolutely one of my favorite fragrances, and I don't know why, because it's super simple, it's not complex, but it is one of my easiest reach feminine fragrances when I know I just want to smell good and I don't have to put a lot of thought into it, and I just know I'm gonna love how I smell every time I wear it. This perfume is the one I reach for. This is definitely a springtime summery fragrance for me. This is not one that I will ever reach for in the fall and winter. I will not be in the mood for this. I'm losing my mood for this, you know. But I did get compliments on this one, and I adore this one. This is the Eau de Parfum, by the way. The Eau de Toilette I really like as well, but I get terrible performance out of the Eau de Toilette. The Eau de Parfum, I get moderate performance. It's decent. I don't struggle with the performance. I don't struggle to smell myself with the Eau de Parfum, and it lasts for the majority of my day, but it is a small scent bubble, but I can still smell it, so I'm happy with the performance. I definitely prefer the Eau de Parfum over the Eau de Toilette, but this is just quince. It's rose, it's musky, it's beautiful. Simple but elegant. Always classy, always appropriate, and I love this one. So this is by Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. And then I had by Kayali, I had Silk Santal. This is from the wedding collection. This is Silk Santal, and I also put Velvet Santal in as well. And I like to pair these two together. I think if I had to choose between the two of these, I would choose Velvet, which is kind of interesting because I wasn't expecting that. When these fragrances came out, I really thought this was going to be my favorite, and this one would be too masculine, but that's not the case at all. I do still really, really like Silk Santal. And I will say that when I first tried this fragrance and did a review on it, I didn't get much of that champagne note. But now that I have worn it more and it's settled, I'm starting to pick up that bubbly, fizzy champagne in here, and I really like it. There's white freesia, there's praline, there's nectarine. I definitely get the nectarine in here. It's really beautiful. It is very gorgeous. I love this one, and I love that very light, almost like I picture like this blonde sandalwood, like a light blonde sandalwood. I don't even know if that's a thing, but that's kind of what I picture in here. There's just this gorgeous, very light sandalwood. And then I love this one because the sandalwood in here is definitely stronger, and it's just so smooth. It's velvety smooth. It's such a good name for it because that's how I feel. This is a woody fragrance that smells, I just love it so much, and I'm so shocked by that because I didn't think I would love this one as much, but this is gorgeous, and I do want a full-size bottle of this one once I go through the travel spray. But what I love the most is layering them together. Really, really enjoyed it in the month of August. So that is Silk Santal and Velvet Santal by Kayali. Okay, this next one is the only one I had on my tray that I'm not ready to put away. This one I feel like I'm going to be able to wear all year round. This is by Navitus, and this is Ambrosia Imperiale. This is definitely a fragrance I wore a lot in the month of August, and it was also a highly complimented fragrance in the month of August as well. Lots of people said something about this. This is gorgeous. I love this perfume. I've been raving about this perfume since I got it. I was nervous about this fragrance. I didn't blind buy it. I didn't rush out and get it as soon as I heard about it being released. I waited, I got a sample, and then I ordered the bottle immediately when I got home from my date with my husband because we both loved this fragrance. But this isn't for everyone. You definitely need to get a sample and try it for yourself. I love the fact that this is not a full-on foodie gourmand, but some people might be disappointed that it's not a full-on foodie gourmand, but that's what I love about it. I love that it has saffron, that it has musk, it has other things that kind of make it smell like a perfume, but I get a lot of the banana, the caramel, the cinnamon. I get a lot of that delicious gourmand, those delicious gourmand notes with a perfumey, saffron, and musky base. And it's airy, it's wearable, but it's strong enough to cut through any weather, but it's not so strong and overpowering that I can't wear it in the heat. So to me, this is an all year round fragrance, and I love it. So I will be reaching for this again. You have not seen the last of this fragrance. That is by Navitus, Ambrosia Imperiale. All right, guys, let's get into September's perfume tray. So this could also be called my transition from summer into fall perfumes as well. That's what I tried to do here. I tried to pick perfumes that I'm still going to be able to wear in the heat, but are going to satisfy my autumn fall vibes. I'm already getting in the spooky mood. You know, I've already wanted to start watching scary movies. My husband and I just watched the new Insidious, I think it's called The Red Door, and I'm in the mood, you know. I want Halloween, I want to dress up, I'm just in the mood. But I'm also torn because I also want to go to the ocean. I want to go to the beach. I want to go to the pool. I want to enjoy warm weather. But I'm also in the mood for pumpkin, spice, everything. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into these perfumes. The first fragrance is by Elie Saab, and this is Girl of Now Shine. This is my favorite Girl of Now. This is going to still kind of remind me of summer because this has a beautiful pineapple note. It's delicious. I absolutely love this one, but it's very gourmand. It's very sweet. It's got that Girl of Now DNA with added pineapple, basically. Lots of pistachio and almond and just deliciousness. I love this one. So I'm going to pair this with some pineapple lotion. It is pretty sweet, so I'm wondering if this is going to be too much for the hot weather. Like I said, it's still going to be pretty hot here in September, but I'm going to give it a shot and see. I'm hoping that the pineapple will trick my brain into thinking that it's still appropriate for the season. So that is by Elie Saab, Girl of Now, Shine. I still wanted to have like an aquatic, fresh summertime fragrance for the days when it's still really hot. And I just purchased this fragrance, so of course I have to put it on my tray. But this is by Parfums de Marly, and this is Delina La Rosee. For the longest time, I had resisted getting this fragrance or even smelling this fragrance because I didn't think I was going to like it. Turns out it's just absolutely fantastic and I love it, and it's perfect for hot weather, but it definitely holds its own. You could wear this all year round because this is a strong fragrance, but it's not so strong that it's overpowering. So I told you guys when I purchased this one, this was going to be my spring summer Delina, and then Delina Exclusive is my fall winter, and the OG I'm okay to not have. This is so fresh, it's feminine, it's aquatic, it's got this watery rosy feel to it, but it still has that Delina DNA without it being super, super tart. It's absolutely gorgeous. I wore this the other day on a road trip with my husband and I was just loving it. So I'm in the mood for this one still, even though this definitely reminds me of summer just because it's got that aquatic, fresh feel to it. But the rosiness in here and the strength of this perfume is why I feel like it's going to be a good fragrance to fit my needs for September. So that is by Parfums de Marly, Delina. I almost said Delina Exclusive. No. Parfums de Marly, Delina La Rosee. Alright, this next one is a floral fragrance. It's one of my favorites, but I have not reached for this in a very long time and I miss it. This is by Giorgio Armani and this is My Way. This is the Eau de Parfum, the original, and this is a tuberose bomb. So you have to be into bubblegummy tuberose to enjoy this fragrance. There's orange blossom, there's tuberose, there's vanilla. I love it. It reminds me of springtime, but the strength of this fragrance is definitely there. This is a strong, very good performing fragrance. So this is one that I feel would make a good transition just because the strength is there, but it's still very tuberose, floral, bright type of fragrance. So I think it's gonna fit in both worlds basically. And I just have missed this one. I've been craving it. Like I said, it's one of my all-time favorites. And I never feel disappointed when I wear this one. Every time I reach for My Way, I absolutely love the way that I smell, and this is one of my husband's favorite perfumes on me as well. So it is time. This is Giorgio Armani, My Way. Alright, this next one is a perfume that I haven't worn in a while and I am ready. I'm in the mood. I am craving it. I need to wear this. This is by Xerjoff and this is Bouquet Ideale or Ideal. This is beautiful and this just gets overlooked and I don't know why because I adore this. But this is a very woody fragrance. This has like 3 different types of woody notes in the mid. The opening, there's cinnamon or nutmeg or some sort of just absolutely delicious like fall spices, those fall spices that I just love so much. But it's not overpowering, it's not too much. This is not a cinnamon bomb, This has just this light dusting of nutmeg, a lot of woody notes, and it's sexy. It's sexy and it's not so overpowering that I feel like I couldn't wear it in the heat, but it's definitely getting into that fall, autumn territory. It has good performance on me. This one lasts all day with a moderate scent bubble. I really don't have issue with the performance, and I think that because it's not overly strong, I'm going to be able to get away with it. But it's still going to give me fall vibes, you know what I mean? So I just think this is a really good transition fragrance, and I'm excited to pull this out and wear it. It needs some love. This is an underrated fragrance. I don't hear like a ton of people talking about this one, and I don't know why because it's so good. You definitely have to be into woody notes though. If you don't like woody notes, I don't think this is going to be for you. But I think it smells amazing. So definitely give this one a sniff. All right, this next one I'm putting on my tray, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to do it. I'm doing it. I've been milking this fragrance along, and I'm over it. I want to wear this fragrance, and once it's gone, I know it's gone. Maybe I'll be able to get my hands on it somewhere. I think you can still, if you really look hard enough for this fragrance, you can probably still find it. But this is by Dior, and this is Miss Dior, the Eau de Parfum, the 2017 version, which is my absolute favorite. I did recently get to try the 2012 version, which was really nice, and I don't know why they keep reformulating this. I've tried the 2021 version, and it's just nothing compared to this one, in my opinion. That's my opinion. I know some people really like the 2021 version, and that's great, but for me, this is the queen. It was perfection, and I don't know why they had to mess with it. This is gorgeous. This is orange. This is rose, and then it has the most sophisticated, gorgeous patchouli in the dry down. The patchouli in here makes me want to cry because it is like perfection. I love this one so much. This is just such a classy, elegant, grown woman, sophisticated scent. You know what I mean? Like, this is class in a bottle. Anyway. But you know what? I'm tired of just having it on the shelf and looking at her and wishing I could wear her but being scared to use her up. It's time. It's time. Time to wear this. Time to enjoy it. Life is too short. There are other perfumes out there that I absolutely love. I'm going to be okay. I won't die. This has really, really great performance. I mean, this is just such a good perfume. Why did they ruin it? I don't know. But I absolutely love it, and I'm excited to enjoy this fragrance. So this is Miss Dior Eau de Parfum 2017 version. Up next, we have a fragrance I feel like is going to be right in the middle. It's going to be a really great transition fragrance. This is by the House of Oud Ruby Red. This is pretty new to my collection. I am so excited to wear this one. I was scared to buy this because I had heard from multiple people that this did not have good performance, but I am happy to say that that is not my experience. It's not a beast or anything like that, but it is a decent performing fragrance on me. So my husband even commented, I had sprayed it on in the morning and then I had left the house and my husband thought I was still home. He texted me and said, I thought you were still home. I can smell your perfume when I was walking down the stairs. And he said that he really liked it. He said it smelled really great. So he really likes this one. I love it. It is a ginger bomb. You have to obviously like ginger in order to love this. There's ginger in the opening, the mid, and the dry down of this perfume. It's so beautiful. I went on this ginger perfume quest and I was smelling all these ginger perfumes and I just could not get this one out of my head. Nothing beat this one for me. This was the best of the best. And I love it so, so much. I love the bottle too. The bottle is gorgeous. The camera doesn't do it justice. You have to see this in person. It is beautiful. And I get moderate performance. I didn't have an issue. It lasted for the majority of my day and I could definitely smell it on me. I was getting these wafts of this candied ginger perfume that I was loving. I love this perfume. So this is by the House of Oud Ruby Red. All right, this next one I feel like is going to be good transition as well. This is by Une Nuit Nomade and this is Jardins de Misfah. This one I'm super excited to wear. I've had it for a couple months now and haven't had a chance to really dig into it yet, but I love this perfume. At first, I thought this was just a strong like, but when I got it and wore it, I was like, oh no, this is a love. I love this ambery rose vibe that's in here. There's dates in here as well, but to me, it's not super thick and dense. So that's why I feel like this is going to be okay in the heat. I actually wore it when I first got it, and it was the middle of summer, so it was fine. It didn't feel too much. It's very rosy, but it almost has like this watery rosy feel. But then it has a lot of amber in it as well that kind of transitions or makes me feel like it could also be a fall scent. So the dates, the amber, more in the fall realm for me, but then the watery rose and the fact that it's just not super thick and dense kind of keeps it in the summer category for me. I don't know. I just think it's beautiful. I honestly feel like I could wear this anytime. All year round, this would be a fragrance that I would be in the mood for. If you like rosy, ambery rosy fragrances with some dates, if that sounds good to you, definitely give this one a try. I get decent performance out of this one. It lasts all day with a really nice scent bubble, and I just think it's a great fragrance. So that's Une Nuit Nomade, Jardins de Misfah. Another one by the House of Oud that I have to put on my tray for September is Bonbon Pop. This one's pretty new to my collection as well. I tried it before I purchased it. It was not a blind buy, but it was an immediate love at first sniff. However, I do want to warn you that, you know, this is not a full-on foodie gourmand, and I think some people were thinking it was, that it was this like peach gourmand, which it is. It's a peach, but it's not a candied peach. It's like a natural peach to my nose, which I love that because I'm not digging candied peach smells these days. I don't know what happened. I used to love that scent, but I can't stand it anymore. But this is like a natural peach with some, I think there's brown sugar in here. It just smells so delicious, but it's a semi-gourmand because it has patchouli and woody notes, and I definitely make those out. So if you're not a fan of woody notes and you're not a fan of patchouli, you know, you got to test this one for yourself. I get really good performance out of it. It lasts all day. I've worn this. I've snuck wears of this one, even though it wasn't technically on my tray. Oh, I love it so, so much. The more I wear it, the more I love it too. It definitely has a nice scent bubble. I can smell wafts of it, and it lasts all through my day. I've also gotten a couple of compliments from this one as well. So I'm kind of thinking this might be a compliment getter, and I just think it smells amazing. Plus I really love the bottle. The bottle is just fun. I like the flowers, and I love the butterfly on the top. I love butterflies. So I think the bottle's super cute. So that is by the House of Oud Bonbon Pop. All right, up next we have one of my favorite fragrances and one that I wear a lot. I get in the mood for this fragrance a lot. This is by Nobile 1942, La Danza del Lebelulule, something like that. It translates into the dance of the dragonflies, and it is a gorgeous apple fragrance, but without it being too gourmand. It definitely has gourmand touches. The apple, it smells like an apple turnover to me, but it also has some like shampoo-y vibes in here as well. There's some coconut in here, and it's not overly thick and dense so that I feel like it would be too suffocating in the warm weather. So I feel like this one's going to be perfect. When I first got this fragrance, the performance was terrible. I almost returned it because I remember I got it, I sprayed it, went out on a date with my husband, and I was struggling to smell myself throughout dinner, and I was so mad because I love the way it smells. And I'm starting to pick up the cinnamon more in here, by the way. When I first got it, I didn't get much of the cinnamon, but I definitely pick up cinnamon in here now. But this perfume is one of those fragrances that gets stronger and stronger as it sits. So this one, I don't really have performance issues anymore. I can definitely smell it on me. It's not super strong, which is why I think it's going to be perfect for the hot weather, but it's definitely something I can smell on me throughout most of my day, and the performance has just gotten so much better. So I'm super happy about that. I'm so happy I didn't declutter it. I have learned from this fragrance and a few others that sometimes you just have to let perfumes sit. That is really a thing. I have experienced it firsthand for myself. At first when I heard that, I was like, meh, I don't know. But honestly, I really do feel like that's true. I don't know the science behind it. I just know that I've had several perfumes that I have thought was not good in the performance area, and then later on I went back to them and they were much, much better. And last but not least, I'm just putting a full-on gourmand on my tray because I cannot wait. I can't wait, and I haven't worn this fragrance in a long time. This is by Exidolo Love and Crime. I adore this fragrance. Why is it so tiny though? I think I baby this perfume because it's so small. I'm afraid I'm going to run through it. But anyway, that's silly. Perfumes are meant to be worn. I don't know why I do that, but I absolutely love this one. This is one of my favorite gourmands. It is definitely in that citrusy, orange, lemony gourmand realm. A lot of people say it smells like Lyra, which it does, but it's definitely different. I don't think that it smells exactly like Lyra. To me, the orange in here smells like orange. It doesn't smell like lemon. So to me, I get orange, and then I get a lot of the star anise in here as well, which gives it a very, like a spicy kick. Not a very spicy kick, but definitely the pink pepper and the star anise give this a spice, like a spiced kick in the opening. And then I get that orange, and then the dry down is this just, it reminds me of sponge cake is what it smells like. I absolutely love it, and it has really, really good performance. I can smell this on me throughout the entire day with a very nice scent bubble. I don't know how well this is going to go in the heat. It's not super thick though, so that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that because it's not super, super thick, and like it's not a beast mode, maybe I'll get away with it. Maybe like in the evenings I can get away with this one, but I'm so in the mood for my gourmands right now. This is by Exidolo Love and Crime. Alright you guys, that's it for today's video. Those are the fragrances that I am going to be adding to my September tray. I feel like I am going to smell amazing this month. Like just absolutely amazing. I'm so excited for so many of these perfumes. And yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for these guys. So let me know in the comment section if you've tried any of these fragrances. What do you think of them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope everybody is having an amazing day, and I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye!